Let's quickly head to this story out of KZN then, shall we? Because our Hawks cybercrimes expert has testified that Zuma-Sambudla crafted a social media narrative during the 2021 unrest to amass support for her father's release from prison. Zuma-Sambudla has been accused of inciting public violence and terrorism during the violent week in July 4 years ago. Her criminal trial has been underway at the Durban High Court, where a Hawks brigadier will return for cross-examination today. Karinda Jagmohan on the story, joining us live. Let's talk very quickly if we can unpack the Hawks' testimony from yesterday, Karinda. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Arabile. Indeed, well, the Hawks Brigadier Janine Steinberg essentially looked back at the list of tweets she said began in February 2021. Remember that famous tea party between the EFF's Julius Malema and former President Jacob Zuma in Nkandla? At that time, Zuma-Sambudla had posted on Twitter, "Tea was served stronger together," and the Hawks officer testified that this was the start of Zuma-Sambudla's political commentary in that year. That was around the time when Zuma had said he would not appear at the State Capture Commission. Now, just a few months later, in June, the Constitutional Court then sentenced Zuma to jail, to imprisonment, because of his failure to appear before the commission as per a court order. Essentially, then we saw further tweets by Zuma-Sambudla, one saying that the ANC has failed, essentially the Zuma family, the Zuma having served the ANC party for several years, and the Hawks officer testifying that as time went on, Zuma-Sambudla's tweets actually looked at images of the public violence playing out during the first week of July, reposting them, and Brigadier Steinberg saying that was indicative of her inciting public violence and her tweets becoming almost more urgent as time went on, amassing support to call for her father's incarceration. All of this testimony from the Hawks officer that will be cross-examined today by Advocate Dali Mpofu, who has been using a loophole in his cross-examination. He has been asking each witness, so far this is 2 Hawks officers and the complainant in the matter, to suggest whether each tweet that Zuma-Sambudla posted was indicative of violence. They've all conceded that individually the tweets might not show public violence, but cumulatively and in context of the situation, these witnesses have testified indeed this would incite public violence. These are the allegations the state has put forward. It's going to play again. Court will actually start at 9 o'clock, Arabile.
Karinda Jagmohan, thank you so much for giving us that update. Back with that a little bit later.